Welcome to the Madden Ultimate Team Experience, episode number 28. If this is your first time here, thank you for being here. If this is your 28th time being here, thank you for being here. I'm joined as always by Jesus fucking
God
Christ.
damn it.
I know, I wasn't supposed to stop. I'm joined as always by Wes, Man Y2K, the Animal 916, and Retro Yimmy. We've got a lot to talk about, and with that, no further ado, I'm going to give it over to Wes.
So, I know you guys. What do you think? We just lead with the crystal pack thing?
I'd love to talk about that.
I bet.
Yimmy goes first. Yimmy goes first.
We'll let Swain go last because he's going to have a lot to talk about that.
All right, so guys, we have a big topic tonight with this crystal program that came out and the cards that everybody wants and not everybody can afford. Yimmy, tell me about it.
I caved and bought it.
How much?
Figured, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was one of those things where it's like to get 3 of those cards for the theme team I'm definitely going to be running all year. They get good boosts that are going to last all year. They're going to be on my team all year. So it wasn't the worst idea to spend the money on it. My problem was I didn't want to use coins to do it because that would have been like 75% of my coin stack and then I'd have to rebuild. And what would I be doing anyways? I'd be buying bundles throughout the year to rebuild anyways. So why not take the coins now? And honestly, it wasn't the worst idea because of the other packs involved. You actually could make coins off of it. Picked a good time to do it because I sold everything over the weekend because there was the overalls are going to increase this week. So, pretty much, sell everything because the prices are going to go down. At the end of the day, I did walk away with just shy of 2 million after taxes after selling everything between platinum, selling cards, and then you figure the 3 cards that you get out of it are close to like 3.5 million right there. So, for the money spent, I really feel like it was worth it. And what the hell, I can live off of PB&J anyways, so I'm good with that.
All right. Animal, did you get these packs?
I did not. So I watched the Crystal Boys up there. I watched Swain start off and then Yimmy. I was the fool and just bought all the cards I had before because I just wanted them on my team and I didn't, just wasn't in the spot to drop $300. So I was like,
you have procured the 3 cards, everybody.
Oh yeah, I had them before everybody. Yeah, no, I had them first. I bought them shortly after they dropped because I had the coins from the opening platinum bundles and stuff. And then when I thought about buying them, they took them down, so they're gone now. So if you miss your opportunity, they are gone. So it looked fun. It looked like a really fun time. But yeah, they're on the team.
So it's auction house or bust now?
Yes, sir. So obviously that means price is up now on them. So like Sertan's like 2.7 million.
Yeah, they did increase.
What specifically with the bonuses they get make it so that they're going to be on your team till the end of the year?
+1 speed. So when you run a traditional 50 out of 50 theme team, you're getting +2 speed right there. And adding all 3 of those cards to it, you're getting another +1 speed, and they get all team chems already. So, any theme team until you're reaching like 99s where guys are stock 99 speed anyways, like you're getting a +1 speed out of all that. And we all know early on in any Madden game, speed kills. That's it, there are other ratings that do matter, but one of the number one things is speed.
So when you say they get all team chems, I was looking at them the other day, and is this accurate where you don't have to pick a team chem? It literally boosts everybody on your team with whatever team they have. Whereas in the past, you would get to pick one out of all of the teams, or maybe even 2. But this one, like, it doesn't matter if you've got, let's just say a random Raven on your team. So all of your Bills and your Raven are going to get a boost from. Like the team chems will apply? Am I making sense?
It's only for your specific players. I can double check that real quick, but
So when you put, there's two different chems. When you put the Bills chems on, it acts just like every other item in the game. But when you go to the secondary spot, the those chems apply to whatever team you select. And there's three different types. There's coverage and two others I can't remember off the top of my head. But
I read-
essentially, you're picking like the Denver Broncos coverage, and then that will go to every Denver Broncos
Okay,
player.
so you do have to select it. Okay.
Correct. You can see on Animal's screen right
Mhm.
now, he's got it shown up to what it looks like.
Yeah, there's the rush. There's coverage.
yeah,
This
there
is
was
a
different
this is a
chem.
year-round. These are year-round items because, well, I'll wait my turn patiently.
No, it's insane. No, I definitely did not buy that shit, and I'm sure I'll end up with the cards, but I tell what Swain, what all was in the pack exactly?
It was a mystery. Like it literally was. There was mystery packs. Essentially, my mindset was when I bought it, I went in knowing, okay, well, I gotta get 200. It was $270. I told Yimmy to do the same thing. If you buy the two $135 packs, $135 packs, you would get a lot of points. You'd actually have like 5,000 plus points over buying everything. But I was like, I need these three items. I know I need them. At the time, they were a little about 4 million, give or take, on PlayStation. That's after taxes, and they've gone nothing but gone up since then. But I was like, I'm hoping to get these three cards right here that I know are going to be on my team all year, and they're worth 4 million. And if I could get another like million, that's like, to me, it's like about $270. I'm like 3 million in coins would be good, but like that's like my minimum. So anything over that would be great. And it was like unbelievable. I was just over 7 mil at that day. It's even more now. I had really, really good luck with mine. Yimmy, not so much. Our friend Chico stopped it halfway through the deal, and he pulled the limited. Matthew, he went crazy. He actually had even more coins than I did. If he would have kept going, he would have had over $10 million. Sorry, 10 million coins on his bundle. But shout out to Ichabod. Ichabod said, in years past, going all the way back to when I started playing Mutt, you always try to buy a bundle in hopes to pull the limited. And how often do you pull them? Not that often. There's these 50% chance step packs, or not step packs, but opportunity packs where you spend 2,800 green points for a chance at pulling. And oftentimes you don't. Do you get limiteds throughout the year? Yeah, here and there. Limiteds are non-existent unless you buy bundles right now. They're not in any other packs right now. So I loved at the beginning of the year being able to get a pack like the platinum packs where we know we're getting guaranteed coins. I don't care what I pull. That was great. It sets you up for the year. Seeing these packs come out shortly after, where it's like, I know I'm getting limiteds no matter what. I'm gonna get a limited no matter what. But on top of that, I'm gonna get extra stuff with it, guaranteed. It's worth it to me. And I love my friend Got Fox. He was messing with me. I didn't know that, but he brought it up. He's like, well, Swain never plays poker. Just know he'd rather spend $100 for something guaranteed rather than the chance, a 50% chance at a $25 thing. And it's like, yeah, I would, because I've bought those opportunity bundles a lot of times, and it's not 50% for my luck. It's not. And I know it's not, because I would often get pissed off. I'm like, how is this a 51% chance and I didn't pull it? And how three of my friends pulled it and they haven't pulled it? Can you pull them? Yes, but to me, like, I'm willing to spend the extra money for the guarantee, and I loved it. It was great. I don't particularly like the step packs because I feel like if you start to purchase a step pack, if you're on step 2, you may as well keep going. And I think that's the idea behind it on the business side of things. I would rather not see step packs in the game, but I get it, and I think a lot of us want to get that first step to get the second step that's one coin and hope to get something good. But then it's like, well, step 3 is only $4. I can spend $4. Oh, step 4 is only a one coin. And then it's like, well, shoot, now that I'm this far in, how much more do I need to spend? I loved that particular crystal step pack. it showed me how much I was going to spend, not this unknowing like, oh, please don't be $50 on the next one. Please don't be $50. It's $33. Okay, now I got to spend 33. The next one's probably going to be 50. I may as well spend 100. I don't like that.
So
and then not getting a guarantee.
So this one was laid out in a way that you knew what each
You knew
step
exactly
cost.
what
knew
you were
what you were
getting.
spending right off
Yeah.
the rip. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually very good point. That was it was still mean to put in the bundle that was that expensive, but it was cool that they actually laid out like you're going to need these many points to do it. So basically
business
plan ahead.
practice wise, do you think that's better or / more ethical for them to basically have that blueprint out there, knowing so that you know what you're going to get, rather than like I know in cut all the time they're not like that. Like you open one and you're like, oh fuck, the next one's $10 and I'm only on step 3, and then the next one's $50 and you're like, what the hell? Whereas
I think it's fantastic, because if they just put that limited in random packs and there's a couple packs where a chance and they were $100, how stupid is that to spend $100 and not pull limited? Like, yeah, it sucks. You have to pay almost $300 for it, but at least you know what you're getting. At least it's out there, and like, okay, well, I got to spend $270, but I'm going to get a lot of freaking coins. I can tell you how many times I've spent $300 on bundles throughout the year and not pulled anything close to that type of value. That was an insane amount of value. Yimmy wasn't as thrilled with his bundle as I was with mine. He was still happy with it, but even Yimmy's was like, what did we figure out? It was over 5 million. Or
it was
close,
still over 5 million
too.
with all the cards, keeping all
that's
the like if I would have sold everything, including the crystal players, it would have been over 5 million. But so I mean, I still made 2 million off of everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
If EA randomly put out on the store today, like rare one-time offer, only lasts 10 minutes, you spend $100 for 2 million coins, how many people would do it? I feel like a lot of people would. I feel like people would jump all over that. They're literally advertising like, this is what you want, 2 million coins, here you go. And that's, you take the average of Yimmy and I, that's what it was. It was 2 million per 100. Less than 2 million. It was less than $100.
Yeah.
Slightly, but yeah, it of all the bundles I've ever bought, it wasn't the most fun, but damn, it was close. And I knew what I was getting. It was kind of that stress-free, like anything in between I get is just extra fluff. And it was awesome.
So what concerns?
And I hope it doesn't come back out.
What concerns do we have going forward with them kind of modeling
my
them this
concern,
way?
and I'll shut up, is and I've already told Yimmy this, Crystal 2.0 or Crystal Part 2, where they add the existing crystals that are already in place, but you have to have all 6 of those items to get +2 speed. Oh, if they do it, please wait till after Christmas.
Yes.
Jeez,
Well, even then, still, February. Let me recoup. Let me win my Super Bowl square. Then I'll have money to spend on bundles. So like mid-February, let's try to do that.
One more quick thing. I keep cutting Animal off, but I do love too that when items come out in the game, like it really sucks when you get an item like the best items to get for like a team builder or team diamond, and my gents will agree with me, is like wide receiver is good. You get 5 positions at wide receiver, defensive tackle, middle linebacker. Those positions are great. It sucks when you get a strong safety with a ×2 Kim, because they're just stuck there and you have to keep them all year. We got a running back which has 3 spots. We got the left end, which isn't the greatest, but then we also got the corner that has 5 slots. So even at the 6 months from now, those guys are still not going to take up that much space in your lineup, which is really, really nice.
Because of that, do you think are these cards ever going to be more affordable than they are right now? Like, are they going to go down at some point? Like a lot?
I can't imagine in any world where Certain, he'll get a redux. Like, I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive he'll get a redux. He'll still be outrageously expensive. But you and I were just talking about this yesterday, the day before. I don't remember, buddy, but we were talking about how the sets should go up to I think it'll be at the end of this 30-day season that we're currently on, which has only got 20 days left or whatever, where we should get an 84-85 exchange set where we can get 84-85s. It would not shock me to see those cards in there.
Yeah, the Barkley and the Parsons would be in those. Certain's in 86, but still, like Redux will be rolling around.
Redux should be rolling, but yeah, they will be. But it's of all the items I've ever used in MUT, I name a cooler item than that, where it's like, this is going to be a boost all year round. Like,
You
this
think
is
they're-
awesome.
Do you think the Redux will actually have those same boosts?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
The
But
Redux cards are always the mirror of those cards.
It'll quick sell for training, not coins. And actually,
That's the only
Certain.
difference, yeah.
I wonder, Animal, do you know what he quick sells for?
500,000, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see that until the other day. I was like, holy crap, that's awesome. It's cool that he does that. So, not that he's ever getting sold, but
Right.
at some
People
point,
like that.
I look at it as, again, another investment. Like, December when you get reduxes left and right, where Certain's down to 20,000 coins. It's like,
Right.
oh, well, let me buy this Certain and get my 500K back. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything to say? I saw you start talking a couple of times and you got cut off.
Oh, I can't remember now.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Oh no, you're good. You're good. You're on a roll. You're on a roll.
I will say this for anybody that is thinking about buying those cards. I don't know, maybe it's a skill gap. I'm going to go with skill gap. Barkley's fun. He is very, very good. Tough runner, gets those extra yards fast. Parsons made some guest appearances, made a couple good plays. It seems like he can get a lot of speed off the edge. Patrick Surtain didn't do a damn thing for me. He might as well not even been there. Like,
Has any corner done anything for you though?
I mean, I don't know if anybody was just like not throwing to my corner or what, but yeah, he was basically non-existent. He didn't make a single play all night, I noticed, and I was kind of upset about that. I kind of knew I was paying for the chems, but holy crap, like one interception would have made me feel a little bit better about all that.
Yeah, I really haven't noticed any cornerback sticking out for me at all. So it's not even. I don't think it's a Surtain issue. I don't think corners get a lot of plays out there, and that kind of goes to just defense being really hard this year to play.
I told Yemi that the reason he didn't make any plays is because people saw him and they threw the other side on purpose.
To be fair, but I also got to keep Talib over there, so Wes should be happy with all these Broncos legends I got on the line.
Oh, once they're cheap, they will be mine.
Team captain.
I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry.
No hurry, no rush. Yeah.
Although I did pay like $350 for John Elway when he came out. Now he's like $175.
That's your boy, though. You have to.
Yeah, I mean, but I haven't played that much. Kind of a waste, but
Still worth it.
I still got him. So you guys wanted to talk about the different time zones and the release schedule, and how it affects people in different time zones. Because say if it comes out noonish, 1-ish.
Yeah, we're in what, year 2 of this? Of like content coming out at 1:30 now instead of 10:30.
And so
Is that about right?
I don't know
Year
what time
2
it
or
comes
year
out.
3?
It's definitely
2 or
year
3.
3. It's
Definitely year 3. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Because I'm still not actually used to it. Like, because like some dailies come up at 10:30, then everything else is 1:30. It's like, okay, when, it's like sometimes during the day, like if I can take a break from work and just log in to get, quick dailies done or something like that, or it kind of throws me off a little bit. And I know we all work and everything like that, and you guys are on the West Coast. Me and Wes are on the East Coast, so thoughts. Are you guys happier with the time difference, or that's all I was getting at.
It's a little struggle on the West Coast, especially for like the morning streams because they're at 7:30 in the morning,
Right?
our
Yeah.
time. So it's a little tough, and it's weird because it's weird that Saturday content releases are at a different time. I don't understand why not everything
So
drops at the
10:30
same time.
on the weekends. Yeah.
It's still 10:30 on the weekends, or 7:30 on the weekends for us. Yeah, so it's just super confusing in that regard. I wish there was some consistency.
Yeah, who the fuck wants to roll out of bed before 8 a.m. and be like, oh, I got a good morning, Madden. Let's go.
TJ
No.
apparently he's always full of energy, and I think he's West Coast also, right? Yeah, I could have sworn a few times I've heard him say 7:30, but don't know for sure.
That's awfully early.
Yeah. So at least with you guys, like during the week, a little bit of a relief in the morning. Like, yeah, the Good Morning Maddens, stink that you got to get up like right off the rip, but at least like 10:30, content release time for you guys, like better, right? Than 7:30 for everything.
Oh, for sure.
I think I live in the East Coast time zone, so
He really does. Yeah, Swain's in bed by 7.
He goes to bed before I do. And
it's
wakes up before I
getting
do.
close
It's
to my
crazy.
bedtime right now.
Yeah.
Right.
So there were some complaints. My biggest complaint, honestly, is that stats that you need to complete field passes, not tracking across the board. You've got to play this mode. You've got to play that mode. Is that getting any better? I know there's been a lot of feedback about it, but have they changed anything, or is it still as confusing as it always has been? Because it seems worse this year than last year, even.
Yeah. I don't think it's as bad as Cut right now, because Cut, it just seems like there's so many different game modes where you have to get so many stats. Some do crossover, but not a lot do. My biggest one in Madden is if you go into the field pass under the weekly objectives, there is a way to get 300 season tickets, and in order to do that, you have to play. It says head to head or solo seasons. Now the problem is, like, I don't play solo seasons, and I do everything in my power to avoid playing actual head-to-head seasons. But these have not been counting in ranked. It's like, how are they not counting in ranked? This is actually like full games. I mean, even the other night I had 3 games, and it took me like close to 2 hours to play all 3 of those games. So how is that amount of time not equaling a head-to-head win? And don't bring up that I didn't win the games, because I did. Okay, all right.
Oh no!
But no, that's what I'm saying. So it's like now I have to spend some time doing like solo battles, or like the solo seasons. I know they're only half a game, but you can only chew clock and run the ball so much before you're just like, just get this over with. Like, I don't know. That's how I feel. So
I did solo seasons. Ugh. And I felt real gross
it's
about
gross,
it. Oh, I
right?
hated it. I hated every second of it.
Cringe.
It's pretty terrible.
For your offline players, though, the
Oh, yeah.
offline grind is great this year. Between the league, the run, you got a lot of solo stuff to do. Getting those tickets to get a free champion player at the end, which we don't know what that's involving. It just says like some kind of like season 1 champ. I'm wondering if that's going to be like the program champions, in 85 through 86. Overall, like, get one of those for free, B&D. Great. I'd rather play other things and
I
get
thought
coins
about that,
that way
Yemi,
and just
but
buy them.
the reason I don't think they're going to be is, why wouldn't they just give us those tokens that they're already giving us? That's why I don't think
The
they're
weekly
going
spotlight
to
ones.
Oh, like
Yeah.
the weekly spotlight.
Right.
Well, I mean, it could be different. It could be programs. It could be like, the pre-access players. It could be the preseason standout players. It could be the upcoming campus hero players. The weekly standouts are right now are just for the spotlight play. I'm sorry, the signature players,
Mhm.
team of the weeks, and legends. So it could be totally different.
Swain, I heard you talking the other day about Team Diamonds, and I know that you are usually in the hunt, in the race to have it completed, top 100. And you said that you weren't going to be doing that this year.
No, last year ruined me for life.
Why?
Last year sucked.
It was not all that great last year.
Okay, so the coolest thing for playing of all the games I've ever played is for items and collecting items, and then having a purpose to collect items and then put them in a set, is the show with the live series. It is so freaking fun to create that binder. It's so fun, in fact, that when I do create the live series in MLB The Show, I stop playing the game. But it's so fun to do that. And in years past, Team Diamond was very comparable to that, where you collected every player in I always collected every team or every player item in Madden until Team Diamonds, and then it would be like specific players, like, you need this exact left guard from the Broncos to put in the set in order to get it. And I desperately miss the bundles in Madden where you could spend $100 and get 50 packs with a topper, and the topper was usually always really, really good. And then that was kind of like, that's how you got set up for Team Diamonds. And now it's like, I personally do not like the idea that you can put a Broncos player in any other team in the NFL to complete the Team Diamonds. And people talk about money grab. That was the only other time I remember, if you wanted to spend the money, was really good value. I think Team Diamonds last year. Was it last year or the year before, where the Team Diamonds came out and you could get the ×3 Eli and the ×3 Peppers? Was that last year or 2 years ago?
That was last year.
That was last year.
Last year. And there was a pack in the store, was guaranteed like multiple millions of coins. arguably more than what we saw with these crystals, but yeah, it ruined it for me. I wish Team Diamonds was the way it used to be. It used to be my favorite program. I've often been in the first or second or third person to sell those Team Diamond, like whatever the top player was in the world when it came to PlayStation. I was always right on top of that. And I was prepped, I was ready, I had all my team builders ready to go. Typically in my mind, when it seems like Team Builders comes out, that's like the first sign of like Team Diamonds isn't very far behind from now. But yeah, last year just having to constantly remake the same team builders over and over, it wasn't as fun as it used to be in years past. I like the specific items to go in specific team binders.
Animal, you doing that shit when it comes out?
Depends on how it is. Like if how like Swoon is talking, where it's just team builders and you're just doing sets that doesn't give value to the low overall cards, then no, I'll probably. I usually don't do the diamonds. I'll usually just do the Cowboys one and call it a day, just because it's so time consuming, and I'd rather just play the game. But if they have it where I can go through my binder and use something like MudGG to find out which card, like, oh, I got the 72 overall card that's worth 80K because people really want to complete the Cardinals team diamond for whatever reason, then hell yeah, I'll be participating. So that shit's fun because it allows you. It gives all the few packs that are only coin value in the store, gives those value.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, you're just basically ripping the 7,000 Hail Mary pack and you're getting, I most often than not, like 1.5K in return.
Right.
You're losing big every time.
You have anything to add?
So with Team Diamonds, actually, I ended up doing them last year, later on, because there was a little bit of a dip in the market. Some of the Team Diamond players were still selling for, like, I would say like 100K. So you could actually like build or get close to building those players for close to what the Team Diamonds were actually selling for. So that actually kind of made it worth it. With last year's, you didn't actually have to. I don't think it was like team specific you had to do. I think it was just like I don't know. Like it was like certain players were selling for more. You could do like different teams for them. It was I should have pulled it up so we could.
They also had the
it was a little
exchange
bit
set
different.
where you could do like the 192 with another whatever it was, and then you
Yeah,
could get
you
a
could do that
fantasy
a couple
pack.
times. Yeah, there
Mhm.
was a couple different ways to do it. So some of the cards were selling for a little bit more than what others were. So you were able to like build. You could do like multiple sets. Of like the same team, get that diamond and sell it for more than like one of the other teams. And at the time, Peppers was still going for like 3 million coins. So I was able to do it and walk away with like I basically made like 2.5 million off of doing it. And this is like, a month after Team Diamonds came out. So if that's the case, then I will be participating. Like you said, as a solo grinder, I shouldn't say solo grinder after I complained about the solo seasons and everything like that. But anyways, so I do all my challenges. I'll say that. There was no challenges to get at least your Team Diamond player for free last year as a B&D. I didn't like that. Hopefully they bring that back. And I really, really, really hope they don't do the mess like they did last year. Like, here's Team Diamond 92s that you get from the set. Oh, but you have to buy these bundles to get their 95 version. Why is there a 95 version? Like, what are we doing? Please don't do that again. I mean, you want to talk about money grabs? There it was. And they even
Right.
limited, like, you could only have one of those 95 Team Diamond players on your MCS team. So, hey, let's put all these cards, but then, have restrictions on an MCS. So,
In the interest of fairness. But fuck you
I
guys, I have to
guess.
play against them all every night.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, but screw us, yeah.
Well, let's change gears a little bit and talk about gameplay. I think I've heard every one of you individually say in a roundabout way that there's not a whole lot wrong with this game compared to other years, and that you're fairly happy with the gameplay. But I kind of want to know, like, what's the balance? Like, how is the balance? Is offense, defense good? Is it easier to play one or the other? Is there an area that needs work? Like, is defense just, from what I've heard, you're just screwed on defense. It's way easier to play offense than it is to play defense. So thoughts, Yumi?
Yeah, it seems like offense is a little bit easier than defense right now, which for me, I kind of like. But if you get somebody experienced on defense that knows how to do specific things, then yeah, you kind of might be screwed in games at some point. Or if they just have a really good switch stick, really good user. The stunts help out definitely to try to get some pressure on the opposing team's quarterback to make them make throws, make them miss, sacks, fumbles, all that fun stuff. But offense is, because of that, offense is now fun. You can do a lot of different things and get, players open. And yeah, so offense is a lot of fun right now. I'm not huge on gameplay, so Swain and Animal, they're defensive guys. They'll see, they'll have more to talk about than me. But like, yeah, I just don't have good defense. They know how to make more adjustments than I do to play defense. So that could be a me thing. But I'm having fun on offense because of that. So I'll say that. And let's not mention KOs at all, please.
Well, Animal, what you got?
Well, it's weird because it feels like, even though it's when it's a comp game mode, it feels it's like arcade. Ags are insane. There's a reason why all the pro players were using that 72 Deontay Thornton, because he's 6'5" and 86 speed, and you could literally throw it into triple coverage and he'll ag it, I don't know, 50% of the time. It's crazy. So I think Ags are a little out of control. It's like I said, like Gimme said, it's really fun to play offense. It's hard to go down and not score on every drive. So a lot of the games end up being really high scoring affairs. And then on defense, drop picks are insane right now. Like
Still
crazy. I understand the catching's not super high on a lot of these cards, but it's wild. It's wild the amount of drop picks right now.
Swain, you locking them down?
I hate it. I hate defense. I've hated defense for 3 years now. This game is not the way it used to be. Defense sucks. It doesn't matter what you select. It doesn't matter if you know what your opponent's running. Good luck. You can literally play people who run one play over and over, and you're going to struggle to stop it. In years past, I was able to make adjustments, call out certain formations, certain plays, and I could shut people down. I remember multiple years of playing this game all year round where people, I mean, we're talking hundreds of head-to-head games, and my average is well under 7. It'd be 4, 5 points a game is what I gave up. I could play a 10-year-old and they'd probably score a touchdown on me in this game. Now, from a business standpoint, who would enjoy playing a game like Madden or college football or any sport game where it's impossible to put points on the board? So, from a business standpoint, you want to make sure that everyone can have a chance to feel like they can score.
Casual mode.
I think that if there was a game mode with all Madden and the correct sliders on, where you had to play realistic football, I would be in heaven. I do not like the transition of where defense was able to be done and now it's strictly offense. Like I said, it's just they've changed it so much over the years, and I think I would say probably 4 years now. I feel like defense just isn't. It's almost non-existent. A lot of the defense that comes out now is just so high pressure. It's blitzing everyone and hoping that they don't do a zig route on you or using one side of the field. As compared to, you know what, my opponent keeps coming out in dollar. I'm going to run up the middle because if they're in dollar, I should be able to run up the middle, and it doesn't matter. It sucks. I miss that, but yeah, I would say it's weighted like 75% weighted towards offense and 25s on defense personally.
So that being said, and I'll start with Animal. What are you guys hoping, and what do you expect to see from the first patch?
I just want Ags tuned down a little bit. Again, there's no reason. And there's something with the coding in that stats don't matter right now. That there's a reason why that Thornton card that's a 7-2 overall. The receiving stats, the routing stats are terrible, and he'll still fry. Again, every single pro player had him on every MCS game I was watching. They had him on their team. There's a reason that card's selling for 120K. There's something in the coding that's off. I can't remember who made a video, but I think it was Dreeny. You could put Darrell Revis at wide receiver because you could play cards out of position because Travis Hunter. And he's like a 15. He's got like 10 route running stats, everything. And he fries the Darrell Revis cornerback card. And just inside leverage, outside leverage, doesn't matter. Has horrible stats. Stats just don't seem to matter. So I'm hoping I don't know. I feel like that'd be a hard thing to patch. It sounds like there's something horribly broken in the coding for it to allow essentially stats to not matter, which is then what's the point of us even using these brand new shiny cards if the stats are irrelevant, if the only thing that matters is height and speed.
Gimme?
The only thing that I really can see out there that needs to get fixed is there are a couple gameplay glitches. The biggest one I think we've all seen a lot of it is air trucking, especially like by a quarter. Yeah, I kind of said this at the beginning there when they said like, oh, quarterbacks are going to be able to do moves behind the line of scrimmage. I'm like, there's going to be something that's going to be horribly broken with that, and here we are finding out it's air trucking. So you literally watch some of these pro players out there. They'll be behind the line of scrimmage. They go to roll out, and all of a sudden they'll do an air trucking move and get a little speed burst to roll to the outside. It's like that's got to go. I think that seeing the air trucking irritates me more than swapping arms, and we all know how
It's
much.
so gross. It's so gross.
The other one I actually did finally face this the other day is somebody doing the motion route where you're motioning the wide receiver across the field. The quarterback does the quiet the crowd thing, and all of a sudden your defensive players ignore that receiver that's going across the field, and you can get way to the outside, and you can just throw it to him right away, and he's open for at least an easy like 5 to 10 yards. Yeah, you can quiet the crowd while the receiver's in motion. So again, we don't know the mechanics of it, if they can do something where it's like the quarterback can't do something else if a player's in motion, maybe that do something like that.
Yeah, because essentially it basically normally he'd release, they'd snap the ball, but it delays that and lets him keep going further outside the coverage, and so he's almost all the way to the sideline by the time they snap it. And
exactly. Yep.
Not ideal. They need to disable that shit. There's no reason to have quiet the crowd in MUT anyway.
Yeah.
Swain, what about you? What are we looking for in the patch?
I mean, again, get rid of this arcade mode. Get rid of put all Madden where it was all Madden, and all Madden right now is not all Madden the way it used to be. There was a Madden for years where it was in Madden for years that when if you decided to air truck or spin or hurdle over and over and over, your player got tired of shit because it was realistic. And after 3 or 4 of those hurdles, you were fumbling the goddamn ball. There was a Madden where if your quarterback ran too much, he would get tired, and the next hit, he would fumble the ball. It's no different than in real life today. If a running back gets the ball 8 times on one drive, he's probably going to fumble or be really, really tired. Bring fatigue back, but find a way to make it apply to the game in a good way.
Not as much as the wear and tear like they do in college, but some kind of like game fatigue for like doing too many moves like that. Yeah.
There has to be a balance in everything in any game, no matter what it is. And like again, the offense it's too easy to play offense, and there just has to be a balance. I know people are bitching about Madden right now because everyone bitches about every game that comes out, no matter what it is. But this is the least amount of bitching I think I've heard for a Madden. I will say that. I think it's the least amount I've seen.
There's a few small things, little cosmetic things, and we're
pretty damn good.
Like if they do, it sounds like they are going to do some kind of patch on Thursday or some kind of update. I just really hope they don't mess something up or do too much. It's like there's a few things that need to be fixed. I really hope it's not overkill, and all of a sudden now the game's like even worse or not enjoyable at all, or there's some kind of loop blitzing all of a sudden is back, and I'm struggling for my life trying to play offense again. So
can you imagine having to play in a 150K tournament? Like this is your job, and they're gonna change the rules on you right before single limbs.
Yeah, 2 days before single limbs. Yeah,
fucking crazy, dude.
Sucks. All right, anybody got anything else for tonight? Because I've got one question to send us off with, but I think I covered everything that everybody had submitted. So
pretty much, right? Yeah, I think we got everything else.
Nobody? Nothing?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Like I said, Madden's in a good state. So
well, then to wrap it up, I want to ask you guys a question that I've always thought the answer to this question is yes. Unanimously, speaking is hard, across the board in my mind, but I want to see what you guys think. Madden Ultimate Team, part of Madden NFL 26. You pay what, $70 now? Is it for the regular version of the game? $100 for the deluxe, maybe more. Should Madden Ultimate Team mode be free to play to everybody? Swain?
100%, absolutely, without a doubt. Absolutely, yes.
I think they would be
without
great.
a doubt.
With the amount of microtransactions that are involved in the game, I don't think EA's profits would go down.
Bit.
And honestly, people might be more inclined to spend a little bit more because they didn't have to pay for the game right off the rip.
Game is free. Hey, I got money I can spend now.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I mean, Fortnite. There's so many free to play games, and it kind of all started on PC back in the day. But this is the model for most free to play games. It's just this is one of the only ones that you still have to pay for. I mean, even Warzone's free, and you see people spend money left and right on that shit. So yeah, I don't know why they don't do it, but I guess it's because people buying the people. Did I say people?
People.
People. Yeah, people keep buying the game. And so I mean, I'm not gonna not buy it. Hell, I bought it last year and didn't even play it, but like for probably 6 hours. So I don't know. I wish they would make it free to play. I think they'd see a lot more people playing, which means a lot more money in their pockets. So
Or keep leaving.
okay. I'm gonna have to rewatch that and see what I did.
Always leave them laughing.
That's right.
All right, guys. Well, if you don't have anything else, we're gonna wrap this up and get out of here.
I think we're good.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us. We will see you next week, and happy maddening.
Good luck, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.